Brilliant people, so today I'm upstairs and I'm not with me adorable little dowgy, unfortunately. But my parents ain't going gym today, so like I ain't like downstairs and all that shit. So I'm upstairs. One sec. So today I thought I'd make actually, do you know what? One sec. Side note. I found this 50p. It's one of the World War One, like custom 50p coins, and it's like a collector's item thing. So, don't know if you can really see that properly, but it says 1918, like whatever the fuck that says. And it says something about the People Act, and it's got a few soldiers on it. Apparently, it's like a massive collector's item, and it's worth like up to 100 quid. So I'm going to sell it on eBay, but like I'm trying to tell you guys first in case like. You know what I mean? Like, any of you are interested in buying it, or like, you know somebody what's interested in buying it, and like, I'll give you a discount on it. Yay! First rabbit, Chivdogz promo code thing, whatever. It's actually a promo code, I'm not sponsored by anything. Hashtag not sponsored. But like, you know what I mean? It's like a thing anyway. So, just, you know what I mean? Like, if you're interested in that, just, like, I don't know, comment it or something. So today I want to do a video about like Disney. I want to do like a Disney theme video or like an American theme video, because I'm going to America next week. Yay! I'm so excited. But so I was looking up like, and I already did a video on like creepy like Disney facts and stuff, but there's also, like, a lot of people have also died at Disney, so that's cool. But actually, Disney have, like, this policy where they can't proclaim anybody dead, like, declaring nobody dead at, like, the park. Because, like, you know what I mean, it's a kid-friendly park, and if, like, an accident happens and somebody dies, like, you don't want them to be, like, announced dead, you know what I mean? In front of all these little kids. So, like, they can only, like, they can't proclaim nobody dead there. They've got to, like, take him somewhere else and then proclaim him dead and all that shit. Because, like, you know what I mean? You don't want to go to the happiest place on earth and then it'd be like, oh, guess how many people have died here? You know what I mean? So, like, legally nobody's died there, but people have been in accidents what caused the death there. And also, when it's creepy facts, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's cool and it's weird and it's, you know what I mean? But when it's a load of bullshit, you can say whatever, like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever the fuck you want. And, you know, nobody can sue you, because you're not saying it's fact, it's a myth. I've got makeup on my hood. But anyway, so, I'm sure if do like some like, say like some like creepy myths and like deaths what have happened at Disneyland or Disney World or Disney Yanana or whatever. Actually, what fun fact? Well, I don't know if I said this in my last video, but Walt Disney actually wanted to put Disney World in a massive like dome thing, so then he could like control the temperature and stuff. So like, if there was like, and like control the weather. So if there was like, because like in Florida it's boiling hot and you get like tropical rainstorms and shit, don't you? So if there was like a thunderstorm or a tropical rainstorm, like Disney wouldn't be affected by it. So you know what I mean? People could still like go on all the rides and all the rides would be operated and stuff, and nobody would get wet because they're underneath this dome thing. But he died before he could do it. But like he nearly did it and all this stuff. So like, I thought that was cool. I wish he could have done that. That'd be his. But anyway, you know, he died. So anyway, so one sec. This time I wrote it down. This time I've made notes, Luke. Yay, I'm smart. So yeah. So number one, myth / death / whatever you want to call it. In 1996, there was a kid. One sec. There was a kid called I'm literally just reading my own writing here. Brendan, Brendan, I think that says anyway. Brendan Zucker. It was 4 years old, and on the Roger Rabbit's cartoon. I'm literally just reading on the Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin. He my handwriting is so shit, and so's my reading. He fell out of. One sec. He fell out of the. Oh! I forgot about this. He fell out of the car and got stuck in between the car behind him and the tracks, and sort of like got crushed. But like he didn't die there. I don't mean like he wouldn't. Like he lived on for like years, and then like when he was about 13, because like he still had like the effect. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. But he died from his injuries like years later. You know what I mean? When he was like 13 or something, he died because of what happened. Because like it fucked some shit up in his body, and it killed him eventually after like 10 years. So yeah, he's dead. I shouldn't be laughing about that. I think he died in like 2009 or something like that. So anyway, so yeah. And also, there was another death. There was, you know, they have them, like, Disney parade things where, like, they have all, like, the characters and the mascots and all that shit, like, get on, like, these floats and, like, wave to the crowd and they have fireworks and all that stuff. Well, there was, a guy, I forgot his name, but he was, like, 30-something. He was in his 30s. And, he was Pluto. You know what I mean? Like, he dressed up as Pluto at Disney and he loved doing it. He loved his job, all this stuff. And one day he was doing, like, the Disney parade, so he was, like, jumping about, like, waving to all the kids in front of this, like, float thing. And he got his foot stuck in between the float, and, like, he tried to get it free, and, like, people tried to help him, but, like, he couldn't. And so he ended up getting crushed to death by the float, because, like, they couldn't stop it. And so, yeah, he died. But Disney, like, at least he died doing what he loved, you know what I mean? So it's not all bad, but it's still a shame. But Disney actually said that no guests witnessed it happen, but it's a parade. You know what I mean? Like, people will be watching that. Like, there'll be loads of kids like watching, just like Pluto, and especially if it's Pluto. Pluto's my favourite character as a little kid. So like, loads of people will be watching that and be like, oh look, it's Pluto and all that stuff. Oh god, no, Pluto, why? You know what I mean? Like, people would witness that. Like, but like, you know what I mean? Actually, do you know what? I was going to say then I don't want to get sued, but Disney ain't going to sue me, you know what I mean? Like, some like shitty 16-year-old YouTuber with about 116 something subscribers. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to sue me, like. I don't even have no money. If they try to sue me, they ain't getting much. But, anyway. So, yeah, so he's dead. Another thing. I'm glad I wrote this down this time, because I'm shit at remembering. Ooh. Right. So, there was also another, like, there was like a school trip sort of thing. So there was like loads of like, it was like a high school thing, so there was like teenagers. And to Disney, and this kid jumped on top of the monorail tracks, you know, like that sort of like tram train thing what goes around the parks. This kid jumped on top of the tracks, and all these employees were like saying to him, get down, and he thought, oh, you know what I mean? He just sort of thought, oh, they're just yelling at me because I'm not meant to be up here, I'll get down in a bit. But the monorail was actually coming like towards him at like very high speed, and so he didn't get down, and then he saw it coming, so he sort of like jumped down on this like sort of like glass plastic thing underneath it, but it wasn't deep enough, and the monorail killed him. So, and like people say something about like his ghost might be haunting the place, but it's probably not. So yeah, another kid died. Disney has a habit of killing children. But that's mainly because like mostly children go to Disney World. And Oh, there was in 1974 there was a ride called America Sings, and Deborah Stone, what was like an 18-year-old employee at the time, was like, you know what I mean, like doing the night shift or something like that. And so she was looking at this like America Sings ride, trying to like do something with it, and then she ended up getting stuck and caught in between, like, the ride had like these moving walls, because like it moved around and it showed, you know what I mean, like showed all, so like the presidents had come up and then it changed and it'd be like the Red Indians or something like that, you know what I mean? And so she was trying to like clean it, I think, or something like that, or check something with it, and she got stuck, and like she got caught and people didn't know, and so when the ride turned on, she ended up getting crushed to death in it, and like her body wasn't found for like years or something like that. I think that, I know she definitely died, but I've only found like one like source or whatever what said they didn't find a body for ages, so I don't know if they found a body, you know what I mean, or like, you know. There was actually, there was also a girl who was like, I think she was English. She was definitely British, so I don't know if she was English or not. But she was like, she had a job doing the Disney cruise thing. Once she was in like the Atlantic Ocean, she went missing, like in the middle of like the Atlantic Ocean, I think. And like nobody's seen her since. I don't know how long ago it was, but like nobody has seen it. Literally nobody. And like there was no possible, like she didn't jump into the water. Like she might have, but no, there's no witnesses, no CCTV footage. She's just vanished. Like she couldn't have gotten off or ran away or out, because like the middle of the ocean. The only logical explanation is either she jumped or someone pushed her like into the water. But someone would see that, wouldn't they? Like at least CCTV would catch it. Because if you think about it, it's a Disney thing. Like, you know what I mean? It's a massive company. It's like, you know what I mean? It's expensive. You don't want nobody like if there's like a shipwreck or somebody tries to steal something, a murder. You know what I mean? Disney would want to, like, this is a theme park what legit has actual like prison cells underneath it. That's actually another thing. Disney has like prison cells, so like if somebody's like you know what I mean, like mucking about and like does something, tries to, I don't know, cop a feel of a child, you know what I mean, they'd like put them in the underground like cells and stuff, and then wait till the coppers come and then they'll arrest them from there. So this is a place what's like big on security, you know what I mean? And yeah, one sec, let me take my jacket off. And yet this girl goes missing without a trace. No CCTV caught it. No witnesses, no note. And like she was an employee there, so she'd have been like, you know what I mean? People wouldn't notice. Like she'd have been like doing stuff, and she's gone. Like nobody knows where the hell she is. She couldn't have gotten a lifeboat because there was none missing. She couldn't have like swam off because like it's the Atlantic Ocean. You know what I mean? And like there was no reports of sharks anywhere near there. There was no boats around it. There was no possible way she could have gotten off this ship unless she jumped, fell, or was pushed. You know what I mean? And like, it's Disney. There's a lot of kids there. You know what I mean? It's a kids thing, innit? It's Disney. So you'd think that they'd have safety rails and stuff like that, and that they'd have safety precautions. So like, because like the main point in a theme park or an attraction or a cruise is that nobody dies on your thing. You know what I mean? Like that's what a company does. Like if somebody dies because of something your company has, then that's a problem and you could get sued, and you know Disney don't want that. So you'd think they'd have, and also kids are stupid, so there's kids running around. You'd think they'd have like barriers and stuff around the thing for like protect people and for stop stuff like that from happening. And you think they have security cameras all around the edges of ship, so that if something does happen, they'd know what. You know what I mean? Like, if a kid does run overboard, they'd be able to check the cameras. Like, if a kid went missing on a cruise, they'd be able to check the cameras to see if the kid went overboard and be able to catch him quick. You know what I mean? So, like, if the safety rails, how was she falling off unless she was, like, dangling off him? And, like, why would an employee be dangling off the rails? You know what I mean? Like, when you're an employee, like, if you get caught dangling off the rails, you wouldn't be in trouble and you might get sacked. So, you know what I mean? And she couldn't have fell, because if there's railings, then, like, they'd stop her. You know what I mean? Maybe it could have been different, because, like, she's a fully grown ass woman and, like, not a kid, so the rails have probably been more, like, kid things, so they'd be a bit shorter. But still, you know what I mean? Like, it's still hard if it fall over railings. And, like, if somebody pushed her, you know what I mean? How didn't the railings... and how did nobody hear that? How did nobody hear a scream? How did nobody hear somebody, like, grabbing someone and throwing them off a deck? That'd make a splash. That'd make a scream. That'd make... You know what I mean? People would notice that. And, like... You know what I mean? Like, the Atlantic waters is, like, cold and there's fish what can kill you and it's deep and it's... You know, it's choppy and it's not safe for humans. But you wouldn't die instantly and you wouldn't sink instantly. You know what I mean? Like... You know what I mean? It just wouldn't go down like that. So it's weird how, like, nobody noticed that and nobody knows where this woman is. So anyway, what else is that? That's a weird thing. I can't remember her name, guys. I'm sorry I didn't write that one down. Yeah. So, like, when I was a kid, my dad told me that, because I was on about, like, Walt Disney or something. I can't remember the situation, but I just remember, I think it was my dad anyway. I remember my dad or my granddad had somebody like that telling me that when Walt Disney died, he got frozen. Actually, I think it was my nan what told me. Somebody in my family what's older than me told me that when Walt Disney died, he got frozen. Because, like, that's what he wanted to do, you know what I mean? He was a rich bloke, you know, he could afford that. And, like, you know what I mean? So, I just always thought as a fact, but apparently it's not, it's a myth, and there's more to that myth. Like, I was always just thought it was frozen, but it's a myth, right, that, because I think he died of, like, lung cancer or something like that. Whilst he was dying, he asked the doctor, like, will there ever be a cure for, you know what I mean, like, this thing what I've got, and they was like, well, not now, mate, because it was, like, 60s, so, like, there definitely wouldn't have been a cure for any type of cancer back then. They didn't even have, like, flushing toilets back then. They probably did, but you know what I mean. They didn't have much back then. So, but he was like, you know, but maybe in, like, 150 or 100 years, you know what I mean? Maybe there might be. So he was like, alright then, can you freeze me and, like, bring me back to life when you've got a cure? And they was like, alright. And so now there's a theory that his frozen body is somewhere in Disney World or Disneyland or somewhere like that. And a lot of people think it's in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, what is dodgy. Like, there's also a myth that, like, the Pirates of the Caribbean ride originally had, like, real life human skeletons in it, and they got them from a hospital. But what hospital has real life human skeletons? Usually when somebody dies at an hospital, they move them to a morgue before the flesh rots. You know what I mean? So that's just, like, that's just defo 100% bullshit. Yeah, so there's a myth that Walt Disney's dead frozen body is in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. But I don't think, if Walt Disney was fit to freeze himself, he'd put its body there, you know what I mean? He'd want to be, like, with his loved ones or something like that, you know what I mean? He wouldn't put all that in some actual frozen crenel, whatever the word is, place what specialises with that stuff. He wouldn't want to be in Pirates of the Caribbean ride, that'd be a bit weird. So, But yeah, there's a myth that like he said, oh, and when you know what I mean, like when like there's a cure for it, they'll bring you back to life and all that stuff. So I don't know. That might be true, it might not be true, but you know, I was always told that it was frozen though. So I don't know if it's true or not. I mean, like it's a myth, nobody knows. And also there's because in Disneyland, California, he used to live there, and I think it was Magic Kingdom or something like that. And he actually used to live in Disneyland, California. And when he died, the maid, the cleaner, some employee, lit a candle, and so like they keep lighting that candle for like say like, oh, his spirit's still here and all that stuff. But there's I know there's a theory then, there's a myth that she didn't light the candle, that his ghost lit the candle, and that his ghost is like roaming around Disney World just like do 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 do. You know what I mean? Like, could you imagine like? So like that's, you know what I mean, like Walt Disney's ghost on a ride where you're just like, hi, I built this. You know what I mean? But like that's a myth that like his ghost is like lighting the candle and like roaming around Disneyland and all that stuff. There's also, it's dead funny this. Like, I don't know if I said this in my last video, but this is like too funny for it never mentioned. Because it's right. A lot of people thought, because like people like, a lot of people was like putting ashes, like spreading people's ashes on at like Disney parks, and they ended up banning it because it's like, you know what I mean, you don't want a dead body on bloody like It's a Small World. Just could you imagine that's like your eternal soul is just like, hey, it's a small world after all. It's like, for God's sake, just send me to hell. But like, people thought that the Haunted Mansion ride was haunted. So people were saying, it's a ghost! I saw a ghost on the Haunted Mansion ride, it's video footage! And like, the employees were just like, what are you on about? That's part of the ride, it's a hologram! You idiot! That is part of the ride! They're like, no, it's a ghost. And like, yeah, it's a hologram of a ghost, it's part of the ride, it's part of the attraction, you bloody idiot. And like, people actually thought like the holograms were a part of the ride because like in the Haunted Mansion ride they have like holograms of ghosts like dancing and stuff. People thought they were real. People thought there was who are these people? Are they like the people who just walk around Disney World just like, oh my God, it's Elsa, she's real, you know what I mean? People don't do that. Yeah? Filming a video. Okay, one sec. I've got to walk my dog, so I think I covered everything. Yeah, so that's it. I keep making dead long videos, sorry guys. But you know what I mean, I just got a bit carried away on this one because I'm excited. But anyway, so cheers for watching. Please like and subscribe and all that malarkey. I'm trying to get to 250, was it? 250 subs before 2021, because or 2022 or something like that. Because my social blade predicted that I'd only hit 250 subs in fuck hiccups in like 2022 or 2021 or something like that. So I'm trying to like, beat that. So anyway, so yeah, please like, subscribe, get me to 250 subs. And you know, if you're interested in that coin thing, what I said about the World War One like collector's coin 50p thing, what I said about, you know, just hit me up and all that, and I'll give it to you on discount. So anyway, so yeah, cheers for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that shit, and bye bitches.